into a Nether Strike, you've got Avenge potentially to swap him out, you've got Disruptor to drop down a Static Storm, Batrider to blink in and cause chaos as well, so...
And tanky Direwolves here, doing some work, but he's been scouted out, gets a little bit too close to the ward. Spirit Breaker going to charge this. Now he is level 2, so he does have that point in Greater Bash, maybe hoping for some RNG here. He will choose to dive the tower. He gets the bash. Can he get that next auto attack, though? He needs it, gives him the lantern. It's a first blood for Mag. Probably going to cost him his life. First of many, as he says.
Charge out. Oh, he's not going to get it.
That is unfortunate. About 5 mana short, gets glimpsed back into tower range. They knock off his salve, and
he even spent his money. So.
Well, they're going to charge in. ASUS.Polar will break their smoke. FNG with a double damage on in the front lines. Batrider on his way over. There's the blink. Goes for Mag. DK Phobos comes in. Clap on 4. Now the split comes out. Flame Break kind of messes up F-God's positioning, but it's PR on the back foot. Mag going for J4. Gets a double kill as he brings down the Batrider and the Venge. Brewlings going in onto Seneko. Looks like he may be doomed as well. Now off the backside, Illidan with a Stone Gaze onto QW. He's out of mana, now getting charged, getting bashed around. Even the heal bomb from Dazzle doing some good damage. Dityara poked by the snake will make it out. And Seneko not going to be so lucky as Phobos hits him with a crit. It's going to be a 4-0 here, gods, as ASUS.Polar pull away with some stats, but I think he'd love to go for something like a heart, maybe a butterfly of his own, just to beef up a little bit. And the MKB does present a little bit of a risk if he gets petrified again, if he gets, Soul Catcher. They have that opportunity to kind of blow him up. Down bottom, QW getting charged from afar again. The Brew Split will be utilized. They find the kill. Now a lasso onto Mag, but where's the follow-up damage? Nowhere to be found. Dityara joins the party and will find the kill after a swap, but now Seneko isolated by the Brewlings and just no way to deal with it. Now Anti-Mage thrown up into Cyclone. Some more support joining the party. Lil as well as FNG coming down to make sure DK Phobos can make an exodus. And looks like he'll be all right for now. Shadow Demon with a disruption aggressively here. They want to go on to Cheshire Cat. He's got no armor thanks to the weave. A few more auto attacks is all they need, and they'll find it. FNG even gets Grave to stay alive a bit longer. He will inevitably go down, but now Phobos manning up on Dityara. They saw him use the blink aggressively. He wants Lil. Does he bite off more than he can chew here? Not have much in the way of vision in this area. They've got a ward somewhere. Yep, there it is. So they see him. They see ASUS.Polar walk right into the pit. Storm is still split pushing top while this is going on. Batrider uses his Flame Break maybe a bit prematurely here. Trying to snatch the Aegis is going to be difficult without it. They will hop in though. Dityara goes forward. Anti-Mage snatches the Aegis. It's the Radiant that get the last hit though. Big mana break out on top of Illidan. But can they actually kill him? Grave flies through. Static Storm doing some work here. They trade Disruptor for Spirit Breaker. Illidan on the run. Anti-Mage in hot pursuit. Takes a Poison Touch. But I don't think it's going to be enough to keep Illidan alive. No, certainly not. Dityara blinking forward. Finds the kill. 2 for 2. Both supports on PowerRangers down, but they pick up 2 cores on the side.
Feeling somewhat safe around this Medusa. They need to be 5-manning though, because Medusa currently no buyback, about 300 short, longer range.
This is a very bold play from ASUS.Polar. No obvious reason why they're going for the high ground now, other than they see PR pushing in side lanes. They're all grouped up. They had the lane control here, so why not force out the glyph? It seems like the right play. PR not prepared for this. They will TP back all of their resources, but they've already lost barracks. Illidan now caught inside of the lasso. They'll pull him into no man's land. Can he get off the Stone Gaze? No. Loses the mana, then gets silenced. Now Phobos comes in. BKB on. Gets the kill on Venge, but they do bring down Illidan in exchange. F-God in some trouble. Still alive for now. The bash is on QW, keeping him alive. Shadow Demon lives as he moves into the tree line. The Brew Split doing a lot of work. Unfortunately, puts that illusion up in the tornado, but a 2 for 2. ASUS.Polar trying to make the retreat now. Lil will be left behind. No TP scroll, so definitely going down. Meanwhile, in the top lane, DK Phobos and Cheshire Cat going at it. Looks like Phobos could be in some trouble. The blink away, but Dityara will be here in hot pursuit. Phobos also lacking a TP scroll of his own. A barrel of laughs as he hits him with a clap. Might try to turn on a Cheshire Cat. He finds it after a bash. Oh my. They end his monster kill streak. It does go the way of the Anti-Mage, so still works out. Illidan here. I don't think they'll have a tango in the jungle, but could be possible. Anti-Mage with a huge net worth now, about 6k up on Illidan. 6,000 gold to boot. Oh, here we go. Illidan now initiated on. His QW comes charging on in. Grave and defensive disruption, but where does Illidan go from here? Like you said, no mana, no Stone Gaze, and that is a big pick-off for PR. Now the zip forward, FNG possibly going down here as well. Well, not the best use of the mana void, but still does secure the kill. Fair enough.
Second, the Glyphs gets BKB'd. Okay, Mag just pop his BK. Their knowledge of when they can kill this Medusa with the Anti-Mage, all they need is a little bit of lockdown to burn the Medusa's mana, so there's no Stone Gaze. Every fight with no Stone Gaze has been just a disaster for ASUS.Polar.
Yeah. Now they
needs like a BKB or something.
There is no buyback on Dusa here, gods. This is at least one lane of barracks. Is this the GG push right here? They've got 35 seconds of a 5v3.
Medusa bought a Mithril Hammer, which is, yeah, I was just about to say, BKB very important, but buyback as well. Like that's 2 lanes of rack. That's possibly a 3rd lane. This is 25 seconds is more than enough time to get that 3rd lane, or at least to force ASUS.Polar to engage with their Brewmaster.
43 minutes in. Ditya on this anti-mage. Even if they can get one more pick off here. Now, Power
control the map right now. They've got great vision up in the enemy base down the mid lane, and
they've got a lot of intel. They know exactly where the Radiant are. Now it'll be the Radiant that get aggressive. Still no BKB on Dusa. About 400 gold short. Maybe not the time they want to take the fight. Phobos taking a lot of damage. Locked down. Now stuck in the Static Storm. He gets graved, but still can't get off the split. He'll be the first one to go down. Illidan doing some good damage to QW off to the side, but Anti-Mage doing some work as well. Lil will live for now. Mag gets stunned up. Now they lose their Dazzle off on the backside. QW wins the duel. This is turning into an awkward fight. A 2-for-1 as QW barely makes the retreat. FNG just walks right into him. Now a 1-for-3, but can they actually punish QW here? The charge, is it going to get there in time? It doesn't matter. Illidan finds the kill. Now Ditya cruising on in. It's going to be a man fight that Illidan loses. Oh no. Illidan does have a buyback here, but it's a full 5-man wipe for ASUS.Polar, and I think this is your G.
Both ASUS.Polar supports do not stand up well against the Storm. They can do what they can using their Ghost Scepter, their Force Staff to try and kite the Storm around the mid to stay alive, but once Storm has the big mana pool that he now does with 2 points inside the enemy base, so they really need Sentries or Gem to get rid of this.
This is Dire Vision we're looking at right now. They know exactly what's going on. Allows Cheshire Cat to isolate DK Phobos straight away. Illidan isolated as well. QW goes right in on him. Phobos, oh, he's so low. He doesn't have enough mana for the split. Compliments of all that mana burn. Remember, he used the buyback in the last fight, so he is down for the count. 100 seconds without the Brewmaster or his split. Illidan, though, gets off a nice Stone Gaze, doing a lot of damage on the high ground. QW is still alive. Now Illidan's out of mana. The Aegis will go down. Grave onto Illidan. He'll live for now. They do get the kill on Ditya. He buys back, ready to get straight back into the fray. Now the Deuce is down. Again, no buyback on her. Lil glimpsed back, stunned up, brought down with all 5 dead. ASUS.Polar, no choice but to call the GGs.
Man, they just control that AM so well. They control the Medusa so well with the AM, and in that last fight, I mean, the only thing the AM had to worry about was his own illusions. The Disruption illusions was what ultimately killed him, and a few times in fights did a huge amount of damage, but with the buyback advantage, neither carry on the Radiant side having them. Medusa could maybe get 1 or 2 big kills, but there was no kind of end goal in sight as far as getting back into the game, getting any kind of serious damage like the Rapier we talked about. And
okay, they have to push.
Because Void Magnus, long cooldowns on their ultimates. This PR Lamp in general does not fight or defend towers that well.
To the incoming gank attempt, and there you go. Uses the Berserker's Call straight away. Now the Casket comes out. He does skill up the Voodoo Restoration. This is going to be your first blood, drawn by QW on the Magnus. And great
as far as just using Doom as a killing tool rather than like a silence.
Illidan with about a minute left on the Aegis. Yeah, a little bit more than that, maybe a minute 5. They will try to smoke into the base. Now with the tier 3 down, things get a little easier. Ditya doomed right away, but does get off the Stone Gaze. Yeah, petrifies Illidan. Oh no, stolen by Rubik. There it is, he hasn't used it yet. They get the range barracks. Illidan needs to be very careful here about the timing on his Aegis. Now the initiation onto Ditya. There's the stolen Stone Gaze. Medusa gonna be petrified. Now Cheshire Cat comes in, Chrono on 2, but it's just the supports on the backside. Follow-up damage not quite going to be there. Seneko with a decent Death Ward, but the damage just a bit too spread out. Cheshire Cat will get taken down, and they end up clearing out
100 gold. So as long as he kills a few creeps here or gets a hero kill, he could have buyback on top of this, or should have buyback on top of this.
This is a risky time for Power Rangers. They have a glyph, but this is the hold they need to make. Luna, again with the Aegis of the Immortal, will feel pretty brave in the front lines. Ditya, what a use of the Manta as Mag hops in, gets silenced right away. They'll kill Mag before he can Doom. Now the F-God stuck inside of the Chrono. The Death Ward will find the kill. Illidan very low, a good RP to lock him down, but Phobos with a taunt on 3 as well, off on the back. backside. Lil steals the chrono, but locks Illidan in place in the fray. That'll be the end of the Aegis. Phobos finds a kill with the spins on the Witch Doctor. Now what can Illidan do as he comes back up? He held his ultimate that whole time. He's ready to fight. Dityara out of mana. They're both out of cooldowns though. 10 seconds until the Satanic comes back up. Dityara poking him with the arrow, says, "Get out of my base, son. This is my high ground." QW pushing him down. Dityara about to win the duel. He will be the manliest Gorgon we've seen this side of the Mississippi as ASUS.Polar get 5-man wiped. There is some pretty serious potential here. This game is a lot closer than the graph would have you believe, I think.
It definitely feels like we're getting there. Dieter on the front lane does have a buyback if he gets caught out.
Oh, RP on 2 to get things started. The Death Ward doing so much work here. Mag and Illidan skewered back into the base. Dityara is doomed. He's going to try to make a run for it, doing what damage he can on the way. Buyback from the Magnus as he was the first to fall as they trade it for the Rubik. Dityara standing his ground, almost wins the duel. Their barracks will get cleaned up. Buybacks coming aplenty. 3 have now been burned from PR. Cheshire Cat way deep out of the base. And he's just going to get dunked. The F-God will still live, and this go-around, not nearly as good for PR.
No, and they got the
still scooting. Phobos has the Yules, and now the duration just resets, and this is where that damage output is ridiculous. Is that a stolen Death Ward? No, it's not. It's the Witch Doctor on the low ground, but it just tickles Phobos. A decent Chronosphere. Dityara's still alive. He just needs to get this Doom dispelled. If they can keep stunning up Mag, maybe he can make it away. Playing a little ring around the rosy here. Still can't use the ultimate. Mag will actually turn it around and find a kill. GG is called after that disastrous fight. PR just picked apart the Ags upgraded Doom, proving to be quite effective there in that last little skirmish.
Well, things are going to reset. The best of 5 now becomes a best of 3 with things tied 1 game apiece. ASUS.Polar looked like they had game 1. They kind of got turned around on the back of a Dityara Antimage. This time around, though, they got the job done. They sealed the deal with their lead. Yeah. Lil dropping all his items for good measure at the very end as well.
Good.
This guy is the ultimate troll.
Much trouble finding a solo kill there.
The Mag is actually picking up the troll here, so potential offlane for him. Could stay alive against this. He won't actually get the pounce on this one. He gets stunned up and comes back.
Now he pounces back towards the tree line. This is an awkward position for PowerRangers. Seneko in a little too deep. Frostfingers, can he find the kill? FNG gets the first blood as the fight continues to break out. J4 getting low, secures the kill on the Ancient Apparition, but the TP from Lil, well timed. They'll trade a 2-for-1. PR on the back foot as Dityara retreats to the bounty.
Yeah, smoke coming out from ASUS.Polar here. They've got RP up and a blink as well as full stuff on your Magnus, and the juicy looking Tinker at mid. They're going to get past this match.
Just BOT's in here. Still plenty of mana. There we go. RP on 1. Skewer back right into the Whirling Axes. And, yep, Tinker is going to get obliterated here in the mid. But they're looking for vengeance. Batrider comes cruising in. Nice reaction from Lil. Lifts Cheshire Cat before he can lasso. He'll live, but only because he's hasted. Now the Lycan comes cruising on in. Speaking of haste, going for FNG, but just can't bring him down quite yet. Team support is there. Dityara way too aggressive. Dives the tower. Does end up going down. FNG walking on top of fire. Needs to be a little careful here. Phobos will end up going down as Dityara comes back up. Mag trying to find the kill, but instead turns for the Venge and does find that one instead. At the end, it will be a 1-for-2. Go
in these last few fights, but it's just ASUS.Polar who have the much more kind of easy to execute as far as transitioning into the mid game, the way they're using their slack. They've got the secondary carrying the troll. They've just got really nice synergy with the Magnus giving all these series and power, and they're going to find another kill.
And Illidan says, "Hello there, sir. That's what I was looking for." He will get silenced with Static Storm Kinetic Field, and big skewer back from Phobos. Sets it up with the RP. Cheshire Cat just barely lives. They get the kill on Illidan, but it's going to come at a big cost right here. They also get the kill on the Ancient Apparition. Now QW on the run. Probably go down to the Magnus. Cheshire Cat throws out a lasso, but it'll cost him his life. It's a 2-for-5 as PR get completely clean with the magic damage. It's ridiculous how much damage they can do to the Sark, even when he's in Shadow Dance, like you were talking about. Like fire on top of them, like the Firefly with the March, and like Disruptor with his ultimate. So much AoE. J4 taking some damage. We'll swap out QW, but QW says, "What the hell, man? Now I get left behind."
That may have not have been the play. He's going to get out of the kinetic field with the BKB. This is a disaster for PR.
3-0. Illidan making it happen. Definitely worth your 10-second BKB charge to open up Roche possibilities.
Do they see the bat here? No, doesn't look like it. And
Radiant Vision?
yeah, they
do. They've got the ward on the high ground.
Ward up there.
Lasso on the FNG. That will isolate him. The rockets from Tinker will secure the kill. He did have to use a buyback to make it happen. Oh, 2 buybacks.
Yeah, Venge and Tinker.
Okay. So now with AA dead, they'll feel a little more safe moving into the Roche pit without the Ice Blast.
Run, Rubik, run.
Oh, he's got the Wolf ulti still.
He's
But
stuck.
he's getting path blocked by the neutrals.
Volvo, please.
Oh my god, these bloody kobolds, dude.
He tried to run down.
Telekinesis. And Lil buys himself enough time to blink back. Wow, ASUS.Polar keep all 5 alive, but that was just an awkward exchange of movements.
Yeah, less than convincing. There is a Shadow Blade in from Illidan, but I think he got stabbed out by a wolf, but J4 is not in a position to find an escape.
On the other side, Dityara coming in. He's got wolves to chase down the F-God. They get the kill on Venge as Mag comes in, but it's just a support for support trade. Mag and Dityara duking it out down on the bottom while Illidan picks off the Bat Rider up top. Mag not winning this trade, though, trying to BKB run away, and it's just not happening. Nice skewer from Phobos, pushes Dityara into the tree line. Illidan out of mana, but still doing a lot of damage here. Now he gets a kill on the Bat. Gem hits the deck. It's a triple kill for Illidan. They'll take this.
Aegis is actually not too bad for a Slack, because it just gives you a bunch of essence shift and makes the rest of the fight go a whole lot better for you. And
look at all that agi. Wow. 87 right now. They go towards the high ground. Lycan still holding the buyback for now. 60 seconds. The Raptor will be up in about 15. They've got the tier 3 tower already. No glyph now. Illidan in Shadow Dance. They get another one. The Vengeful Spirit falls. Lasso on the Mag. Pulls him into the tier 4 towers. They will force out the buyback from the Lycan. They'll be okay with Mag dying if it means everyone else can get out scot-free. And it looks like that will
meander. Gonna walk into Cheshire Cat here.
Ooh.
Well, Cheshire Cat walks into him.
Yeah, who's walking into who here? Lil's coming on in. BKB used by Cheshire Cat. Forced out to keep him alive a little bit longer. Comes in. Slark with the ultimate on. Really wants to find these kills, but just can't quite do it. Now Illidan, stunned up by the Lycan, will start to make the retreat. Cheshire Cat comes back in, grabs DK Phobos. Illidan is the first one to go down. They get a kill on Phobos, and now the fight momentum goes right back the other way. It's PR with a big edge. Tinker will BOT forward onto the Lycan Wolves, blasts FNG with the Dagon, and does secure the kill. Cheshire Cat will be the one credited with that death, or that kill rather. And
with Ice Blast and an Empowered Troll can still wipe you.
Here we go. Cheshire Cat moves in, grabs FNG right away. RP on 3 heroes. A lot of damage. Disruptor goes down first. The Venge, the Lycan.
Oh, that's what I was saying. You don't push it.
He's the priority. He's the one. He's dead. Let's do this. But you look at this Troll, and he's bigger than the Slark now. He's actually got higher net worth. He's got another 4,500 gold to spare. We'll see what he invests in. But this guy's simply massive. Not really someone you want to underestimate. Oh, we'll see a lasso here onto Lil. But Illidan's there, and that's going to be a dead Vengeful Spirit straight away. Now the lasso onto Phobos. Illidan goes down straight away. So does Phobos. Can they turn this around? Mag, he's doing the big damage. QW taking a lot of it. Troll, can he bring him down? No, he's got the Ghost Scepter on, just barely off before this big fight breaks out. They see the Lycan Wolves. There is a gem in the inventory of FNG, so they will limit some of that Dire Vision. We will take a look at Dire Vision, though, before this fight breaks out. Dityara cruising up to the high ground. Illidan, oh my gosh, huge damage on him before the fight even starts, but he gets off the BKB. They do a lot of damage to J4. That Magnus ult only connects on 1, and now Phobos lassoed out of the base. He'll go down. 1-for-1 trade, but not worth it for ASUS.Polar. Now they lose their Troll. Buyback situation, good but not great. Magnus doesn't have one. Troll burns his straight away. 4v4 on the field, but they've already used the glyph. Ranged barracks fall. What do PR commit for here?
No Mag buyback. That's something maybe PR kind of scared that they exist, but they're going to get the melee racks as well, so both racks at bottom lane go down.
And FNG will actually end up falling. Tinker chases him down with a rocket. Illidan gets glimpsed back, pounces away, but takes a Dagon in the mix.
I think they're going to keep going here. They've got another lasso in 18 seconds, so
yeah.
If ASUS.Polar trying to defend with just 3 heroes, it's so many opportunities for this Bat Rider to get in with a Blink Lasso.
Yeah, they're not sure that Magnus doesn't have buyback, but he's already used his RP anyway. Does have Refresher available. Still will be down for 30 seconds. In comes QW getting low as they jump all over him, but he's still alive. The Ghost Scepter doing so much work. Dityara, telekinesis, but will still live. QW somehow still alive. Illidan just trying to isolate him, but he will BOT out. No, he ends up dying to the Rubik. But a fast buyback from the Tinker. He'll get right back into the fray. BOTs into the Lycan Wolves. That's part of the power of the Tinker right there, how quickly he can get back into these fights. Slark will buy back. This is the last stand for ASUS.Polar. They have to hold here, or they will get megaed. If Illidan goes down, it will be a dieback. and he'll have no options. Troll gets a laser to the face, and that'll be the dieback for him, down for 2 minutes as their mid lane of barracks gets cleared out.
It's 2 lanes, still a minute and a half left on this Aegis, so they may look to regroup a bit here as DK Phobos looking for pickups on the way out, but just avenge right now.
Maybe they'll get J4. He's got a Ghost Scepter. He does have the cheese, but will save it. TP on cooldown for another 20 seconds. Well, ASUS.Polar forces Phobos to TP back, also gets a quick pick on the Ancient Apparition. Oh my gosh, look at this. Now they're going to come in. They see the Illidan moving around and the Rubik as well. They're going to get caught out. Illidan in the Static Storm, lassoed inside. Nowhere for him to go. Down he goes. Tinker picks up a quick double as he blows up the Rubik alongside the Slark.
Skewer them into the fountain. That's like the play here if you're a DK Phobos.
That is basically the only play that will maybe make a hold here. Rubik did have a buyback. He'll go ahead and use it, but PR, they're going straight for the structures. No glyph. They're just going to try to Zerg rush it. Staying spread out, not opening up for an easy RP. RP number 1 just on Ditya, swap from J4. Phobos used his BKB for this, but there's the refresher. Gets his BKB back. Throne exposed. Mag going in, blinds Ditya. He's got the cheese this time. Can he eat it, though? Skewer back towards the well. He eats the cheese. He's still alive, but so is the throne. Ditya will end up going down. Mag takes the Abyssal. Maybe they can actually hold here. Slark is still dead. Now buyback from the Lycan. He buys BOTs and will head right back to the party. Goes in onto Mag, finds the F-God, and FNG certain to fall. Phobos lassoed once more. BKB's used, and now it's looking like this exposed throne may finally fall. There's the GG call. And PR will do it. 1 game away from taking first place now in the Esportal Invitational number 2.
These 2 teams still very even, but PowerRangers looking surprisingly strong here. This is, unlike I'd say the first 2 games, a game where they looked solid all around. This, like game 1, it felt like ASUS.Polar kind of handed them back what was an ASUS.Polar lead, but this time around, I feel like PR just had good play, good draft, good
pretty well. I think it's not a bad way to go about it. This feels very momentum-based to me. I think PowerRangers back a little bit.
I like this move from PR. The way they've laned this here, they've got the Disruptor. Even if he stops going mid now, he's probably going to go back and stack.
Oh, first blood. Okay.
Did not. Bet has to get.
Yeah.
Shocked kind of baiting right now.
There isn't a glyph here, so if they want to defend this tower, they do need to go rather quickly.
This Hulk is the problem right now.
Phobos caught by the lasso, though. Now Mag comes in with the Berserker's Call. Ditya on his way in as well. The Poison Nova still goes off, but Ditya does finish him off with the Mana Void. Now the rest of the fight breaks out as Slark goes right into a Static Storm Kinetic Field. A 1 for 3 for PowerRangers. They lose their Bat Rider, but they get all 3.
Mana break as well, so and then just sets up your Mana Void. So I think the Manta style is going to be important here. Find Illidan in the jungle. He's got the Aegis, kind of low on mana here, and Illidan may be losing this Aegis here. And
yeah, no mana for the pounce.
He's got no teammates anywhere nearby.
Glimpse back. There's just nowhere for this Slark to go. Now the real ticket is, can they kill him again? FNG comes in, but he's all by his lonesome. Out comes the Ice Blast. Cheshire Cat will Force Staff out of it. Still clipped, though. He hits the deck. So does the gem. Illidan, BKB, Shadow Dance on. The gem's on the ground. It's getting pinged out. Looks like it will be retrieved by the Radiant. Illidan now taking damage from the Death Ward. Ditya in hot pursuit. BKB's off, but do they actually have the detection for it? They do not. Ditya gives up, heads back to the rest of the fight. Zeus still finds the Slark with the ulti. Oh my. Not as bad. That is something they should be wary about. It's another one of these games that ASUS.Polar have control of right now. They have a pretty sizable gold lead, but it's not insurmountable. An anti-mage farming as quickly as he is could turn this around at some point. Seneko caught out here in the mid lane, trying to heal himself with the Voodoo Restoration, but not enough to stay alive versus the Slark. J4 now getting dough, but anti-mage is here. BKB gets popped to try and save his mana. Static Storm does come down before he falls. Does Anti-Mage pursue for the Slark here, though? Ditya needs this on the ground. Looks like the Aegis will go to the Slark once more. Just going to leave his collection of items there in the pit, a Midas in a bottle. All right, Cheshire Cat in some trouble, more than some. He's going to go down again, make it 0-9.
Yikes, and just his current farm is dismal. He's below all of the dire support.
PR. They'll try to finish off the Tier 2 tower top. There is no glyph, but they need to get back ASAP if they want to defend this incoming push here. Glyph comes out to save the Tier 3 tower. TP back from the Anti-Mage, but the Raptor still lagging behind, as is the Witch Doctor.
Trying to finish off his Ag Scepter, but doesn't look like he'll be able to do so. May even sell something like his boots. If I'm him, yeah, he sold his boots.
Yeah. They've got the double Ag Scepter, though. This is pretty big here, gods. There's the ultimate from Zeus to get it started. F-God goes down first. Illidan in the front lines. There's your Death Ward from Seneko. They're going to try to focus him, but it still does a lot of damage. Gets the kill on Lil before he goes down. Illidan stuck inside the Kinetic Field Static Storm. He's going to go down into... Oh, boy, he's got the Aegis coming back, but bad place for him to be taking that fight. Now they get the kill on Phobos. Can they finish off this Slark? He gets the ranged barracks before he makes his retreat. We'll try to reinitiate here. They've got a gem on someone, I thought. Oh, he's going to get a kill on Seneko, it looks like. Pops his BKB. Now the Slark trying to run away. BKB will expire. He leaps to the high ground. Maledict might be enough to finish him off. No, not quite, but the anti-mage certainly is. Oh, that was the Maledict that got him. Okay. So, after all that, they lose a tier 3 game goes on as well. He's got his Ags, Veil, Blink, and a BKB now to boot. So his damage output pretty damn scary. Can start playing that just kind of suicide role where he can just jump in if it means getting Poison Nova on 4 or 5 heroes. It's well worth his life. Oh, looking for a blink call. QW in some trouble. Slark fighting off to the side. We're going to stay the course, and well, QW is definitely down. On the other side of the fight, Slark just jumping all over the place. It's going to be a fast 2-0, but Dityara now squaring up with him. Dityara, is he going to win the man fight? He loses! Illidan barely still alive. Oh my, Power Rangers. How... Yeah, he's the one with the, first hit bash. Abyssal, Dityara. He's going to be happy he's safe for buyback after this. The dunk's going to come out. He's dead. Seneko channeling the ultimate, doing a good bit of damage here. Will end up going down, but this Static Storm doing a lot of damage. Mag barely.
And this is not going to be an Aegis going the way of the Slark, I don't think. It looks like Mag on the Axe is more likely to take it. Lil, I mean, at this point, he's got a Hex. He's maybe even taking one of these as well now. Hexy Beastmaster. He'll take the cheap spit tank here and...
Let's even have a shot at recovering here. So mid lane is exposed. No tier 3. ASUS.Polar grouping up. Sort of feigning the pressure top and now just rotating mid. Butterfly has been completed on the anti-mage. Remember, he has no buyback. Whoa, there's the initiation onto QW. Dityara comes in, does get hit by the Poison Nova. Mag's here as well. Dityara can't die, but he gets turned into a piggy. He's dead. Double kill for Slark. Buyback onto the Zeus, but they just seem to have no way to stop Illidan at this point. Ultra kill, even with the refresher on Zeus. This is over.
Time. Power Rangers out of options without an anti-mage buyback. It ties things up 2 games apiece. ASUS.Polar, they came very close last Esportal Invitational, and they're looking to do so what they couldn't in the first here against Power Rangers. And well, now it comes down to one last game, the decider.
From best of 5 to best of 3, now to best of 1. That's what it all comes down to.
These teams are looking very even. Like after we got to a 1-1 start, I was like, okay, ASUS.Polar.
Series, we've seen a Chen come out. A little bit of pushing power going the way of the Power Rangers. So Dityara will be jungle, making sure he doesn't get pressured too hard. Up in the top lane, Dityara going in onto FNG. This could be your first blood. Oh boy, a 2v1 lane. And Dityara, the one to find the kill, will maybe end up being a 1-for-1. Mag, can he get the auto attack? Oh no! He opts forward, has the slow on Dityara, but it's since expired. Void does have the movement speed advantage though. Dityara eats the tree. Was one more attack enough? It is. A close call, but a 1-for-1. Viper, worth it for him as he gets the first blood, but not too bad. Barracks exposed, taking a lot of damage. Phobos wants to go in, but without the split, now he's thinking, damn, that kill on the Earthshaker. Hashtag not worth, hashtag regrets. That's an easy lane of Barracks right there, and the lack of cooldowns is what made it. The fight breaks out, use it again in the middle of the fight, and then if you're sort of hanging around, you can use it again to sort of siege the high ground like they did there. Will prove to be a valuable tool, I think. Void still trying to come online, has Maelstrom, now point booster. Could be an Aghanims on the way for him, though. I don't know how much that's going to work out. Having the Chronosphere low cooldown is nice, but they need damage output. Roche, too, falls uncontested to the Dire. Dityara, again, the one to carry the Aegis. Rubik, is that a stolen Hawk? I think it is. No, it's a 4. Bummer. Whoa, the dunk from J4 showing off that blink dagger. The F-God in a lot of trouble. He'll be the first to go down. Now Illidan takes a Viper strike despite being BKB'd. They will lose J4 for this. The Primal Split comes out. And a 1 down, 1 right in the middle of the base, 1 on the high ground plateau here. They've got their bases covered. They pretty much know exactly where ASUS.Polar are moving, where they want to be, and how to deal with it. ASUS.Polar getting aggressive here. They need to be very careful. Again, looking at Dire Vision. Void goes in. Chrono on 2. Focuses J4. Does a good bit of damage. Brings him down. But QW pops the BKB. Requiem number 1. Not going to happen. He gets sent back by the Chen. Oh no, I don't know if that's what they wanted to do there. I think those Requiems could have been pretty damn big. Now Dityara left behind. He doesn't have an Aegis anymore. Oh my Lanta. That was just a miscommunication of the worst kind. Shadow Fiend on his way back in, trying to see what he can do here, but stuck inside of the tornado. Now Cheshire Cat locked down. Phobos, he goes back into Panda form. Now QW without a BKB. Good luck channeling this Requiem. He'll try it, but he gets bashed in the face. He's going to try it again. Double pop. Ain't going to happen, baby. Just the death pop. And PowerRangers throwing away the massive lead they picked up. Higher vision we're looking at right now. The Hawk on the high ground makes this whole thing so much easier. ASUS.Polar taking it down slowly but surely. PR have the advantage of time. They know how much HP Roche has and when they can engage. Chrono catches two. The Chain Frost doing crippling damage as it bounces around. Dityara, the first to die. Lich picks up a double damage that spawns in the middle of the fight. Now Beastmaster falls. Viper will buy back, but this is looking disastrous for PR. Both buybacks utilized straight away. They know the importance of holding this Roche, especially with the cheese. J4 comes in. A solo dunk onto Illidan. They need to bring down the Troll, and they will. Now he has a buyback available. Does he burn it? Here's the question. PR with all 5 alive. They will secure the Roche. ASUS.Polar without their ultimate cooldown. They will not contest. Aegis goes to the Viper once more. Cheese. Where's that yummy cheese going? All right, 20% across the board. There's the glyph. Melee Barracks still the focus here. Troll did come up, did not have to buy back. In comes Mag. Chrono just on one. He might have to get more than that. The all heal. The mech. QW. Can he stay alive to get off the Requiem? He cannot. He'll be the first to fall in this fight. It's a good hold from ASUS.Polar out of the gate. Dityara standing his ground. He'll go down. Remember, he's the one with the Aegis. Will have the cheese also. But PR cut their losses, leave him high and dry, and head back to friendly territory. Now, it's not all bad news for PR. They get the mid lane of Barracks. They force out the glyph. Trying to go ham on this Ancient Black Drake, and Chen says, yeah, it's not happening, bro. 30-second cooldown on the Hand of God. Deal with it. Mag comes scooting on in. Haystrew, and they're going to go for the high ground. There is a glyph. It'll be used straight away. ASUS.Polar showing us some of their power as well. They're ready to counter push. They know Shadow Fiend and Viper are dead and caught in that similar scenario that Illidan was last go-around, where they don't want to buy back but may have to. No buybacks used. Seneko stuck inside of the Chrono. Very little will come of it as Viper Strike comes out on the Mag. They get the tier 3 tower. The melee barracks. Range will stay standing. Chain Frost bouncing around. Illidan wants to go man mode. BKB on, trying to fight. The all heal from Chen once more. Illidan gonna have to pay with his life here. Getting a bit too greedy. FNG TP's out in that nice little spot in the trees. Can they catch another one on the retreat? They cannot. Void sideline. This suddenly gets a lot easier. Glyph down for another 2 minutes. Phobos takes a Viper Strike right out of the gate. Troll with 10 seconds left will hold the buyback at this point, it seems. We're going to take a look at Dire Vision, the Hawk off to the side. They know exactly what's going on. They see Mag. They stun him. Can they bring him down? The Requiem channels the dunk. Mag falls before he can use the Chrono, and he does not have a buyback. Stuck on cooldown for a minute and a half. This could be enough for the game. Primal Split comes out. Chain Frost bouncing around the tower, starting to take some damage. Now Illidan in the fray brings down the Shadow Fiend with the BKB on, and the power of the Troll Warlord repels the PowerRangers, at least for now. Primal Split pushing Seneko out of the base. They will commit for this kill on the Chen, and this time it will be a hold for ASUS.Polar. Looked like the perfect initiation onto the Void with no buyback, but oh my god, that is so unbelievably unlucky. But they might have had to retreat anyway. Shadow Fiend pressuring their tier 3 up top. The rest of the Dire team pressuring down bottom. QW turns. BKB Requiem to the BKB'd Illidan Troll. Not what he's hoping for. He'll turn and try to fight here. All heal from Chen. Not going to do a hell of a lot. QW locked down and brought down. Chain Frost now trying to clear up the creeps. They do force out a glyph as Cheshire Cat comes into the base. Full YOLO mode just wants this tier 3 tower. Not even going to find it. Stolen Primal Roar to boot. Oh my. Faceless Void dies off, and Helm of the Dominator to get the cheese and the Aegis. Up top. Oh, here we go. Mag comes in. Chrono on Dityara. He's got a cheese of his own. The all heal from Chen. Mech's already been popped. He's not going to get the chance to eat the cheese. Lich gets the kill. Does he have a buyback? Yes, he does. How they do it. Cheese was eaten. Looks like it was not passed over, or it's just sitting in the base. Viper still holding on to his. Here we go. Beastmaster, the only one without a buyback available cooldown-wise. Shadow Fiend does not have the gold right now. He went all in on the MKB. Oh, Cheshire Cat, the one target that can't buy back. He's going to be the first one to get picked off. That's 80 seconds with Adam, but a huge dunk. Does a lot of damage to Illidan around the backside. Mag pressing forward. That's going to be a chrono on 2. But can he actually find the kills here? Rubik brings down the Earthshaker after the big dunk, just sorting out PR so he can make those kills happen. F-God comes charging in, takes some damage from the Requiem. Illidan needs to die soon if he's going to do it. That will proc the Aegis. Now Mag getting low, but does make it to the high ground. Phobos back in panda form. Illidan needs to do some damage here. Mag will just barely TP out. Troll Warlord gets the kill on Ditya. Now they'll turn it in. Whirling Axis flying through QW. He's up against the ropes. He's going to get sent back. Oh, what a setback from the Chen. He'll pay for it with his life as Phobos brings him down with the crits. Illidan, BKB, TP. Not that Ditya could have done much about it anyhow. But look at this. Polar may choose to wait out Roche and roll the dice a little bit here. I don't think PR are really at risk of clawing their way back into this game. The gold graph continuing to move in ASUS.Polar's favor as the noose gets tight and there's just nowhere for PR to farm. In comes Mag, chrono on 2, fast blink out, but still Ditya completely isolated, not going to be able to eat the cheese again. He's got no buyback. They get the kill on Chen. He's got no buyback either. It's a 5-on-3, and that one chrono might be all ASUS.Polar needed to take a victory here in this final deciding match in this best-of-5 grand final series. 2,500 net worth trade. QW even used the Requiem for that. Whoa! Cheshire Cat, he jumps out of the base. He goes for FNG. J4 comes in with the dunk. Can they even kill the Lich, though? He's still alive. The Ghost Scepter saves him. Oh, my. Now the Beastmaster falls. QW isolated. Going man mode against the Brewlings. He might actually win this battle. Lil comes in just to try to draw some of the fire, but it doesn't even matter. Creeps push in for the win, and it is ASUS.Polar that take it. What a match to end this series with. What a slugfest in general. ASUS.Polar, after the last invitational, suffering that very unfortunate defeat against Empire. They were up 2-0 and then threw it away, losing 3 games in a row.